Now it's time for Movie Friends with your hosts Michelle and Seth. We're talking film without pretension. We're finding cats that are unexpected. We'll watch a movie, film, or schmovie, and we want you to join our journey. So subscribe and share this podcast, or this might just be the last of the Movie Friends. We're movie friends. We want to be your movie friends.
Hey, welcome to Movie Friends. I'm here with my friend Michelle Rubenstein, who says, go east, go west, Punjab is the best.
And I'm here with my friend Seth Vargas, who isn't ashamed to drink cognac.
What was that? What is cognac? Do you know?
Oh, isn't it like a liquor?
I thought it was like a whiskey maybe, but then I was like, isn't cognac something that you mix with other things?
No, I think you drink that straight.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm not a big drinker, so.
And it warms you up, I guess?
Well, yeah, alcohol does warm you up for
Except
sure.
it never warms me up.
Oh, no?
Unless it's too late, and it actually does warm me up, but I just don't realize it because it's got to my head, you know? But I feel like I'm always like cold. Anyway, how are you? You're in I like this shirt. I like this color pattern you got going on.
Thanks. I'm trying to keep it bright for India month.
Yeah, I hear you.
So what's going on?
I can't believe that like I am so unbelievably hot and Seth is wearing a beanie because he says it's finally cold enough to wear a beanie. And that's insane because you're just upstate. Like what? It's so hot here. It
is August 13th and we're getting pretty severe thunderstorms. So yeah. I threw on the beanie.
I'm so jealous.
Well, if it makes you feel better, you can go eat food after 8 p.m. So
why can't you go eat food after 8 p.m.?
Because I live upstate where they roll up the sidewalks at 8 p.m.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of eating after 8 p.m., last night I went through a drive-through, a fast food drive-through that like, I don't even remember the last time I did that besides like a Starbucks. I brought Krista to White Castle at like 10:30 p.m.
Wow.
And I was like, Krista, how do this is so weird, me ordering burgers? Like what? It was quite a situation.
Michelle is vegetarian.
Yes, I am.
So did you get anything?
No, I just got for Krista.
Wow, not even a French fry?
Not even a French fry, a single fry. No, I went home and ate crackers.
Oh my God. You are making yourself out to be a real L7 weenie.
What's going on with you? I saw you on Sunday. We had some fun.
That's right. We did some filming this weekend.
Yeah.
What's going on with me? Heading to Toronto.
Yeah.
The whirlwind summer recording, filming continues.
That's exciting.
So that's cool. So Jean and I will be heading out.
Nice. Very cool.
So we're preparing our list of places to go.
Yeah, good food there.
Yeah. There's some video stores I want to hit up.
Nice.
So yeah, this is a more chill week, I suppose. Mm-hmm. Just preparing for the next few weeks.
I think I discovered your superhero power.
Oh. Is it Last Minute Man?
No.
Oh, okay.
So recently I was talking to two different friends and I was trying to like explain an idea that I had. Mm-hmm. And they both responded and like, wait, what? Or like, can you elaborate on that? And I was thinking how like I've gotten so used to giving you like a third of my idea and you know it right away and you polish it and just like turn it into whatever. Like I don't have to explain a lot to you. You just get it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, right. This is not how everybody works. So that's your superhero. That's your
well, I'm glad
power.
that my one superpower in life is limited to finishing your thought.
It's made me lazy because I'm like, that's what I realized. I'm like, oh, I like will very much give a brief thought to other people and not everybody gets it.
Right.
But you get it and turn it. I'm like, oh my, this is great.
Well, there's these reports coming out about AI brain rot and how
Yeah.
quickly it has kind of
Mhm.
changed people's behaviors, and like ways of thinking. So you have Seth brain rot.
I have Seth GBT is what I have.
Yeah.
Oh well, you win some, you lose some.
So you and I have been sharing each other's horoscope through what is this app called?
Co-star. Yes, Movie Friends is very into co-star.
Well, no.
For funsies. It's for funsies.
This is the worst app ever.
Oh.
Co-star, do not sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
It is the absolute worst advice. It's just
It's so funny.
every day it's like, Michelle needs to hear something clearly today. So be sure to like not talk to her. I can't even describe
And
it.
mine
If
is
you're
always
listening,
like, Seth is disappointed. Seth is always disappointed.
it's just nonsense. It's the worst advice anyway. Hey, if you're on CoStar, add us and
Please.
let us know
Yeah.
how we our compatibility with you.
Yes, exactly.
My username on CoStar is if you want it, I'll send you an email. I won't
Yeah.
say what it is here. Hey, speaking of emails, we got one.
Email.
Subject line is Batman and Robin.
Oh, remember that one?
Batman and Robin was such a weird pivot between So Bad It's Good month and then India August,
Yeah.
where it was kind of campy, like some of these movies are.
Yep.
That was just a unique experience.
Colorful.
Colorful. I could see Poison Ivy in one of these films.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Email says, I am not a Schumacher guy. I think I am. I think Joel Schumacher is a good filmmaker.
Yeah.
Gets a bad rap, mainly because of this movie.
Mm.
George Clooney, who? This movie is so silly. The butterfly wings on Mr. Freeze is the craziest choice. I love camp, but none of this is smart. And I thought that was a really good way of describing that movie.
Wow.
It's like, I also love camp.
Yeah.
But you have to have something more than that.
Right.
It's got to be something under the hood.
Under the hood is George Clooney and Arnold Schwarzenegger and everybody else, Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah. P.S. Is this the biggest waste of talent in a superhero movie? I'm going to say no, because overall, the Marvel movies, there have been some insane, huge, talented actors showing up and doing absolutely nothing. My mind immediately goes to Peter Dinklage in, I think it was Infinity War. That was horrible. Anyway, PSS, this is a 1.5 star movie. And then PSSS, Michelle saying, ooh, butt stuff, got the biggest laugh of the episode.
Thank you. Thank you for your email.
Hey, if you've been listening this month and want to give us some feedback, we'd love it if you'd send us an email. moviefriendspodcast@gmail.com. All right. Before we get into our discussion on DDLJ, we are going to try to guess what the other host is going to rate this film. All right. I've talked to you a little bit this week about this movie. A few screenshots here and there, whatever.
Yeah.
But my guess is locked in. My book is closed. And I'm feeling good.
All right, I'm locked in.
You're not feeling good.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I'm very conflicted.
Ooh, interesting.
I'm very conflicted in life with this movie. Everything.
Okay.
But yeah, we haven't really talked about feelings of this movie this week.
Okay, today we are talking about the longest running film in Indian history. And, I mean, that's got to count for world history. I mean, this has got to be one of the longest running films of all time.
Yeah, and it turns 30 this year.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at us go.
I know.
Anyway, we are talking about DDLJ, also known as Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, from 1995. Directed by Aditya Chopra, Written by Javed Siddiqui and Aditya Chopra. Cinematography by Manmohan Singh. Composed by Jatin and Lalit Pandit. Edited by Keshav Naidu. Costume design by Shashikant Shelar and Karan Johar. Starring Kajol, Shah Rukh Khan, Amrish Puri, Farida Jalal, Anupam Kher, Parmeet Sethi, and Pooja Ruparel. Michelle, why don't you grab your cognac and read us our summary?
Simran is an Indian girl living in London with her family. When news comes from India about setting a date for a long ago made wedding arrangement, Simran is devastated. She asks her father to let her go on a journey through Europe before moving back to India to be married, and he agrees. While away, she meets Raj, a wild and ridiculous free spirit. When they miss their train and are forced together, they fall in love. Simran goes to India, but Raj's father convinces him to go as well, stop the wedding, and marry Simran. Through lies, honesty, fights, dancing, and pigeons, the brave-hearted will take the bride, or as they say in India, Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge.
Very good. These have been the hardest summaries to write because all of these movies are 3 hours long. And this movie, when it ends, okay, it shows you like screenshots or little moments from the movie that you just watched. And as I watched it, I said to myself, oh, right, all of this stuff happens. I guess I watched like 4 movies.
Right. Or, as I kept telling myself, this is just a 3-part miniseries.
Yes, yes, yes.
And then that felt, not that it was uneasy, but it just made sense in my head.
Each one of these movies that we've done so far, RRR, Om Shanti Om, DDLJ, it feels like a whole season of television.
It really does.
With
really
arcs and new characters coming in. And it's like, who's this guy now? I gotta think about this guy. I've been thinking about other guys this whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I'm not complaining.
Right.
But it's just so much to wrap your head around. I forgot all about how when Raj goes to India, there's like this other woman that the family wants him to marry.
Preeti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot going on here. Anyway, I had a question for you.
Right off the bat.
Okay. You watched an Indian film before we began this series.
The Umesh Chronicles.
Yep. Just at the film festival that we were covering. And now you've watched 3 more. So that's 4 Indian films in a month.
Mm-hmm.
Going from 0 to that.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking for like a big analysis. But for you, like, what has this been like?
It's been really fun.
Okay.
It's been really fun. And I was thinking about this over the past week that this might be one of my favorite months, actually. It's just different. And I keep reminding myself and taking this step back of being like, okay, this movie is very long. And I don't mean this one. I mean, all of them are very long. Mm-hmm. But also, I wouldn't trim anything.
Right.
And so then I'm like, oh no, it's purposely done this way. And I am along for the ride. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think it's been a really good month. It's also been fun to watch these movies and discuss it with someone else. Because the Umesh Chronicles, I was by myself, and I actually did talk to Harbinder about them a little bit. He missed like the first half hour, so I had to fill him in. But
okay.
But it's nice to have someone else to talk to about it.
Yeah, I said to you before we started that our show, Movie Friends, is not just about you and I going on this journey of movies, but we really thrive and exist on like community feedback.
Yeah.
And it's just been like crickets for the most part compared to what we normally like. We usually have a really healthy engagement with our audience, and like that's something that you and I are so grateful for. And I also think that we kind of like rely on and look to.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful that you and I are doing this together because it's kind of, this almost feels like coming off of July where you and I were like doing all these episodes traveling together, interviewing with other people, talking nonstop, and like just being like kind of out there in the world, it feels like kind of retreating back to this place where it's like just you and me.
I know.
And we're watching these great movies. So it's like it's in one way it's more work because there's so much to learn about because this is not our culture. And on the other hand, it's like, we're just watching some movies and who knows if anyone's listening, but
Right. And it's also hard in just like everyday conversation with friends where if movies come up, no, I'm just like, I'm starting with, have you seen RRR? And because people
right,
have heard of that movie, but no one in my life has watched it yet. So I'm like,
right,
get on
right.
it. What are you waiting for?
It's so frustrating
Yeah.
that you and I are kind of opening this door to a larger film industry than America with incredible movies, incredible experiences, and getting people to watch these movies. It's like,
I know. But you
it's
know what?
hard.
But you are a movie guy,
Yeah.
statement of the year, and you watch movies for funsies. Like you will reach to watch movies. I don't,
Yeah.
right? That's the
Right.
whole thing.
Right.
So for me, it's like I don't know, would you just pop on one of these films because for you, not just to talk about it and hope that you have engagement with. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. And I do. Like I try my best to keep a healthy, balanced movie diet, if I can put it that way.
That's cute actually. I like that. A healthy movie diet.
Yeah, where you have to stop and be like, okay, I haven't watched something from Europe in a
Yeah,
while, or
right.
I haven't watched something from South America, or I haven't watched something from Asia, or I'm watching too many big important movies. I need to watch several. Lately, in my personal life, I've been watching so many 50s and 60s like creature feature, sci-fi, just nonsense stuff, and I've been
Ooh.
having a blast. I've been having so
Wow.
much fun with
Why
it.
are we doing that?
Hey, life is long.
I know. In time, in time.
But my ritual usually with movie friends is after spending a few days with one film and then I record with you, I usually will try to watch like just the dumbest,
Yeah.
usually something that's like really cheaply made, a B movie, like a horror movie or a giallo or a sci-fi, something that I can just sit and watch and, you know. But yeah, I am reaching for Indian movies because they're awesome. They're so good.
Yeah.
And I wish that more people would get on it. Yes, the movies are long, but they're so unforgettable.
Right. I know.
I
And I
really
all
feel like it's a more rich experience
yeah.
where, like you said, what are we cutting from like any of these movies? Every time you and I talk about a movie, we're like, trim this, cut that. I don't know if we've said that at all this month.
No. Just let it be. And you know,
Mm-hmm.
and all of these movies, even RRR, like Aunt watched the last hour with me, but I've been watching them by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're just like someone else should be here with me to experience this in real time. So we can look
Yeah.
at each other and be like, what? Like
Yeah.
it's just a different watching
Well, you know what?
experience.
You like to travel. I
I
think you
do.
should put on a bucket list. Travel to India, go in and watch a movie on the big screen. Or to bring it back to this movie, you can go watch
Yeah,
DDLJ in the theater that is still playing it.
right.
All of the
Which
sources online say as of March 2025, but I looked up the actual theater. They are still playing this movie daily.
I know. And I was listening. I think it was the episode you sent me talking about this film. How people will just go on their lunch break
Hmm.
and they'll just catch like a 45 minutes of it. They don't stay for the whole
Yeah.
thing. They know the story. Hmm.
It's like Titanic.
Right.
Like if there was a theater, in New York that was like, hey, we play Titanic every day.
Right.
Yeah, there'd be tons of people who'd be like, yeah, let me just pop in and watch
Right.
the dance number or when they meet or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the shipwreck or.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to ask about, because it is an interesting thing to go from
It is.
0 to 60.
I know. Yeah, I mean, really, those are the only movies I've been watching.
And me too, because I rewatched stuff for the show. I actually watched a movie last night, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is like one of the first movies in a while that I've put on just to watch something,
Like just for
or
you, just for you.
just an enjoyment movie." And
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
No,
Trust
I
me.
know. I hear you.
Rewatching these movies, please. I could watch Om Shanti Om. In fact, I did rewatch part of Om Shanti Om today because I wanted to rewatch the dance sequence and see Kajol's cameo now that I've seen this one.
Oh, wow.
And so I was like, I like this even more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I watched Hard Boiled, our good friend John Woo.
Oh.
Yes.
Was it a good time?
It was great. It was so stupid. Oh god. It's like it's a little more serious than Face Off.
Mm.
But if you enjoyed Face Off, you would probably enjoy.
I did enjoy Face Off.
Yes. Okay. All right. We're tiptoeing, dancing around. Tiptoe dancing. We're tap dancing.
We're dancing.
We're tap tipping.
No.
Wait.
No. Not great.
What did you think about Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge?
It's been a while since there have been so many capital LOLs in my notes. So much so, actually, because I watched this movie before you watched it.
Mm-hmm,
and I even texted you and I said, this movie, LOL, like all separated the letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is quite the adventure, this movie. I very much enjoyed it and I had a really good time watching it. But I said earlier that I was conflicted.
Yeah.
Because Raj really just bothered me.
Yes.
A lot. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm a 38-year-old woman, married, so
Yeah.
I'm not falling for this guy. But I'm like, if I was 20, I knew some of these dudes, who operated this way.
Yeah. I had a hard time with Raj, and I should say during the first half of the movie.
Right, that's what I'm saying too. Yeah.
Raj says, I've never been serious, and I'll never be serious until I fall in love.
Right.
And then the movie literally does that, because for the second half of the movie, he's still silly, but it's like a totally different guy. Now he is like, he's on a mission. He's much more tolerable, but in the first half, he is like, it's like a mixture of Rodney Dangerfield in Back to School with Bugs Bunny with like the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are some legitimately horrible things that like he says and does.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Raj, I get it. Like you're rich, you're having fun, but hey man, you live in the world with other people. You can't be this rascal. He's a rascal.
He's a rascal. Yeah.
How did you feel about all of the father daughter asking permission, this and that stuff?
I mean, culturally, that's, I don't really have much of an opinion on that because I figured that's just how it went. But what I found interesting is how the mom's point of view on that, of like, she did not want that for her daughter.
Right. Yeah.
And very much how the women do not have rights and the women cannot speak up. And then this is their predetermined role.
Yeah.
And so I do like that we do get that shift at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny though, because I thought this movie was going in a different way.
Okay.
I thought that the dad's friend, that his pen pal,
Yeah.
in India, was going to be Raj's dad.
Okay.
And then Simran and
so
Raj would like be like, oh my God, this guy's so annoying. And then she ends up going to meet her future husband and it's Raj.
Got it. Okay. That would be fun too. I thought that Kuljit would end up with Preeti.
Wasn't
there
that
was going to be
his
like,
sister?
okay, maybe not then. But
I think
I
that's
thought
his
that there would
sister.
be like a switch, that there
Yeah.
would be like oh, it will all work out in the end because they'll end up together and then everybody else will. And then when Raj's dad falls in love with the other woman, which
The
we'll talk about
auntie.
later. Yeah. I was like, oh, everyone's going to end up together. And this will be
Mhm.
a fun, happy ending. Not so much.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of happy, but a little violent before there. We get there.
Very traumatizing before we end. Yeah. So each week, in preparation for talking about a movie, I will, read what I can. I'll try to find interviews with people who made the movie. And this week, I wanted to highlight an episode of the Movie podcast that did a deep dive into this film. And I'm going to put the link to that in the show notes for this. If you're interested in this movie, it's a really, really eye-opening look at not just the making of the movie, but the state of mind that India was in at the time, and how we look back on this movie and we're like, oh, these are pretty regressive gender politics. But at the time, this was actually very progressive. And I can see all of the stuff that they're describing, where Raj and Simran are both non-resident Indians. So neither of them are living in India. They're both a little bit modern. Of course, Raj so much more so. And the movie ultimately tells us that if you want to marry for love and you want to pursue love, you don't need to like run away and hide. That eventually your families and the kind of established order of things will actually bend to that. And that is a very progressive idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have a lot of problems. I mean, obviously, Chaudhry, Simran's dad, is just like, he sucks. But I thought that the movie also kind of showed reasons why he sucks and like why he's so angry and why he's so nervous and why he's so worried. And I don't condone or justify any of his positions, but it's wild to watch a movie 30 years later that's about arranged marriage and still kind of be able to see like, oh yeah, like this is actually trying to show some progressive ideas. I mean, at one point, some of the guys say to Raj's dad, like, oh, you wouldn't even know that you were Indian by the way that you dress. And he's like, well, don't be fooled by appearances. I hold India in my heart. And one of the other guys is like, wow, that's a really great idea. As if he's never heard this idea of like not judging a book by its cover before.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So Raj, Shah Rukh Khan, this is our second movie in a row talking about him. He's horrible.
He does face acting very well. Like a Jim Carrey, if you will. It's like all over the place, Yeah, but he's just a little punk. I mean, the amount of times in my notes I wrote, this guy is so annoying.
You want to like grab him by the back of his collar and like lift him up and like spank him with a ruler,
Or like just separate him. Like you need a timeout.
Yeah, detention.
Go,
Mr. Raj.
Mr. Raj. Yes.
See me after class, please.
Exactly.
In the opening, we see him running with an airplane. Never seen that before. And then he's like winning a go-kart race. He's doing a slam dunk. He's getting a strike in bowling. And so we see him as this like really like super guy. Yeah. And then He's the first student in the history of his school that they announced that he failed in front of the whole school at graduation.
Yeah. Before that, he was in a pool, and I know this is a very silly question, but he's on a pool float. He gets called. He flips off the pool float, like flips off backwards.
Yeah.
How are you exiting a pool float?
I mean, me as an overweight old man, not gracefully, not good. I'm probably going to say, whoever's telling me to get off that pool float, I'm going to be like, can you turn around, please?
You wouldn't just kind of shift your legs to the side and just
I would try.
go under? You would try.
Look, I would do my best, okay? But I feel that there's going to be several heave-hoes before I'm off of this pool float, okay? It's not that my legs are going to go in one direction. There's going to be a lot of wiggling back and forth, trying to pick up, friction and motion.
All right. I was like, wow, it takes a skill set to like exit.
Well, he's so cool. That's the thing.
Right. This is like
he's
the
Ferris
cool
Bueller.
Way. He is Ferris Bueller. Thank you. My next question was going to be, if this was made in America, who are we casting to play Raj?
Well, do you know the big piece of information about that?
The musical part?
No. So Aditya Chopra wanted Tom Cruise to be in this movie, and he wanted him to play. I don't think he would be named Raj.
I hope not.
But he wanted Tom Cruise in this role, and he wanted it to be about an Indian and an American, and it would all be the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And his dad, who was an established film director and producer, and was the producer on this movie, was like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
So I think that if you start from that point, thinking, okay, Tom Cruise, Top Gun, risky business, Raj makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Mid 90s. I would he might be a little too old at this point. No, he would be way too old at this point. But my first thought was Val Kilmer. Because of the movie Top Secret. He was just so good at being a very funny, silly guy while also being cool. Yeah. What about you?
No, there was Matthew Broderick, like Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
That's just like the first thought I had was like,
yeah.
This is who this is.
Yeah. It's just like all three of those guys, Broderick, Val Kilmer, Tom Cruise, it's like 10 years too late.
Right.
Because mid 90s, they're already starting to do more adult. Yeah. Who were like teen guys in the mid 90s? Clueless was 97? 95? Okay, so Breckin Meyer.
No, it's not the same. Not the same appeal. And you wouldn't do Paul Rudd because, like, no.
No. How did you feel about his piano playing?
Well, I mean, he did it, so it's. Yeah.
I loved that part because I just love how Simran just has no patience or time for his nonsense.
Well, would you?
No.
Right.
No.
But her friends are like, oh, he's so cute. Yeah. Parties. Yep. I go to them as well.
I go to Yeah, the one friend's like every party.
So many parties.
I'm
all
at.
The parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really care too much, and we don't spend that much time with them, but like her friends and his friends, I was just kind of like, I don't really.
Her friends left her.
I mean, it's a train. What are you going to do?
What? Okay. Never mind. You know what? I'm not going to spend time on the.
No, please.
No, it's just Simran's going to buy a hat. Yeah. And her friends are like, we'll be on the train waiting for you. My friends are going to be with me as I buy the hat, just in case that train takes off. Mm-hmm. You load together. You are a pack.
You do load together. I agree. Okay, so Raj is fine. He's funny, whatever. But then, when they're in Switzerland, she gets drunk, which is one of the funniest musical numbers in the movie. How did you feel about that one?
Yeah, I was giggling. This was like, wowie.
And it's funny because like over the course of the song, it's like she's kind of coming down and then he's going up.
Right.
Like as she's becoming less drunk, he's becoming more drunk. Mm-hmm. But then he like tries to convince her that they had sex as a joke, even though she's like hysterically crying.
Yeah, and he keeps going. I hated this so much.
Yeah.
He's like holding her face as she's crying, and he's trying to convince her that they slept together. And then he's like, I would never do that. I would never disgrace an Indian woman. I would never do that. I'm like,
Okay, but like, didn't you just like, what
exactly.
counts as disgracing someone? Because this is quite disgraceful, Raj.
I really did not like this. I
Yeah.
don't find this charming. I don't find this sweet. Yeah, this to me was like a little bit too much.
It's too much, but I'm still going to say keep it in because it kind of shows like just how low he really is. Like everything
Yeah,
else
no,
is
I
kind of
know.
like, he's a scamp, he's whatever, haha. But now it's like, oh, he's like actually not a good guy. And like he does actually have to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole thing in the beginning with her dad and the beer, you could be like, oh, okay. Oh, they're going to meet and he's going to remember him. Oh, but like he's actually not nice. He's actually kind of bad, I think.
Yeah.
So then he does another terrible thing where he's like just straight up tells her he loves her. And then he's like, nah, I'm just kidding. Come on. I really got you.
Yep. I hate this too.
Horrible, right?
Right. Like this is his form of, I don't know. It's like picking on the person you like.
Yeah. So do you feel like as low as he goes in these two moments, does it come back around for you by the end? Like, are you rooting for Raj?
Yes, because the movie wants me to.
Okay.
Not because like I love him.
Okay.
That's why I'm conflicted.
Got it.
But also I'm keeping in mind of like he does change. I think he's just not a mature Cheez-It yet.
He's I'm sorry. What?
He's just not a mature Cheez-It yet.
What is that?
You know
What does that mean?
you know the commercial with the Cheez-It commercial? And you have
No.
the doctor and there's these cheeses coming in and he's like doing an exam on them. And he's like, nope, not mature yet. And then when they're mature, he goes, okay, you're mature. And then they're like a full Cheez-It. And so Raj, in the beginning, he's just not a mature Cheez-It yet. And then we get to the end and it's like, okay, he's matured. He's now
Right.
a full Cheez-It.
Got it. I'm not familiar, but I get it now. Yes. Once we're in India, he sets up a rope trap for Kuljit.
Yeah. Like how I guess he just looked up Kuljit. Like how did he find them?
I know. I mean, it's insane.
I know we can't ask that, right? It's like just accept it. Just accept it.
Does she give him like any information?
No, because he's like, I don't want the address. She's like, oh, will you come to my wedding? And he says no.
Wow. I mean, that's a man on a mission. You know?
Yeah.
And he gets there before, the wedding. He's right on time. Got enough time to
he has a
almost
full
murder
and
the
everything.
fiance. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I got very pumped when they meet in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful scene.
Yeah.
And I should say, beautiful movie.
Yeah.
And they're talking, and it's like, okay, we're going to run away together, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, no, here's what's going to happen. Your father is going to give me permission to marry you. Mm-hmm. And this is how we're going to do it. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to pretend. I'm going to pretend that I don't know you at all. And when he started talking, I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. This is amazing. Like, I felt like I was seeing a scene where it's like a heist movie.
Yeah.
And right. It's like, okay, here's the plan. And they like roll out the blueprint.
Right.
Because that is not at all what I expected. I picked this movie, never seen it, and I didn't read anything about it. All I knew was that this was like one of the most famous movies from Indian history. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know nothing. I didn't know how this movie ended. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Simran, played by Kajol. How'd you feel about her?
I love her. I think she's really funny. I love everything she's doing. I absolutely love her eyes. Like, she's
Yeah.
just so gorgeous. However, the singing voice.
Oh my God. I know. It's bad. It's bad.
Is it bad or is it just not for me? I don't know.
Well, no, it's not for her.
No,
I feel like that does not match
n-
her face, her
no.
personality.
Even if it sounds older, like it doesn't look
It sounds like a much older performer. Yep.
so.
And now this
Yeah.
soundtrack, one of the, highest selling soundtracks.
I know, released before the movie,
Mm-hmm.
gained a lot of hype. The music. I mean, I've been humming the music. I don't, just singing and
Yeah.
I don't know the words, but I'm humming it. But yeah, I mean, I really, she was very funny. Like her
Yes.
physicality was very funny.
Mm-hmm. I appreciated her so much. I thought that she was doing just so much with her eyes. And one big criticism that you could have of this movie is that, the character of Simran is basically just going from her dad to this guy to another guy. Okay. Yep, we see that, we hear that, whatever. That's not what the story is, so it doesn't really bother me that much because I feel like with what agency she does have, she expresses it
Yeah.
and she asks to go on this trip. That scene is awesome where she's talking about let me live a lifetime in 1 month and you see like how angry her dad is just be conflicted with this like idea of like, oh my God, like what am I doing to my child and how can I make this right? Also later on with the sequence with the Karva Chauth, which I might be pronouncing that wrong, which is the annual fast for married Hindu women. Just how she's not like in Raj's hand. He is in hers, and he shows up and she's late and she's like, fine, I'll just die. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I love her. I wish that she was more in the movie. I think that this is, dual leads between Simran and Raj. But like I wish that she was more of the lead because I just love everything with her.
Mm-hmm.
But that singing voice, it's rough.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so Chaudhry, Simran's dad, played by Amrish Puri. What'd you think about him?
He's intense,
Yeah.
but I felt for him. I know you said like in the beginning he's rough, but I don't know. I think he's struggling with like just culturally trying to keep how he feels alive, but also trying to progress as well and also to be a good father for his daughter. And also, him living in London, like that's a huge adjustment and navigating that whole situation. And he does come around. So he does come around.
He does come around. We opened the movie with him, and I actually was like, "Oh, is this like a flash forward
Yeah.
to like Shah Rukh Khan's character? Like, who is this older guy? Where are these young people that this movie's about, right?" But we opened and he's talking about. I think he says that they lived there for 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
and how he still feels like a stranger, and how like feeding the pigeons is the only thing that kind of like connects him to his own dad.
Mm-hmm.
To get to where we end at, the movie does a lot of work for him to not just be this kind of like towering figure in the background, but we actually spend time with him first so that we can understand him before we understand these two.
Right.
And I think that modern audiences might have a problem with that because he's just so extreme and he's so angry. I mean, that scene towards the end where he found the photo and he's slapping Raj all over the place. The intensity in that dude's eyes, man. I mean, great acting, right?
Also, you can just like make your eye twitch like that? That was so impressive. Man, I wish I could do that and just like
Yeah.
tense people out. You look at me weird. I'm just gonna make I do.
If someone looked at me weird, I wouldn't do anything. I'd be like, I gotta get out of here.
Just stare back, you know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe that the pigeon thing came back around in like a meaningful way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, yes, Raj and him are like feeding the pigeons. I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. But then when Kuljit shoots one, and it's like Chaudhry has put all of his eggs in this, my daughter's going to move back here and marry this guy basket. And then this guy shoots one of his pigeons. He's just like, you see this conflict.
Right.
Of like, oh my God, just because he's Indian.
Right.
Doesn't mean that he's right for her, right for me.
Right. But also the soil of the land heals the pigeon and the pigeon's able to fly again.
You know what?
I'm not questioning it. I'm just simply commenting on it.
It's a very poetic choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I also was like, that's not how that works.
Magical.
I think if you took a healthy pigeon and rubbed dirt on it, it would have trouble.
I think it would be a little upset.
Like shaking out its feathers, like, get all this dirt off of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, my favorite musical number in the whole movie is Mendi Laga Ke Rakhna.
Is that the rooftop dance off?
It's a rooftop dance off.
Okay, that's
Did you
mine
also
too.
like that?
Yes, I wrote that down.
It's so awesome. It's so good.
It's great.
And then it gets interrupted by him. And you think like, oh man, it's all over. And then he starts singing to his wife. And the whole thing starts up again. I did not cry, but I wrote down in my notes, this genuinely is now one of my favorite movie moments ever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I loved it.
It's unreal.
It was so
Did you think that was
good.
going to happen?
Oh, yeah. It's like, it reminded me of you're having a sleepover and you're making too much noise. Here comes Dad.
Yep.
And then Dad's like, what are you guys doing?
Right.
Give me some snacks, you know?
Right.
It was so good. And then with the mom, oh, yeah, I loved it.
Yes, and the mom.
Oh, I loved it so much.
I think that to me, it was like the moment of the movie.
Yeah.
And I think it is kind of the movie, like in a little nutshell.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, letting go and joining in.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he comes up, Raj has like one of the scarves. He has one of the scarves. And he's like dancing with the ladies.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, okay, maybe that would not be the most popular thing to do in front of this guy. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's and like good. For me, like watching this whole movie was worth it just for that moment. All right, Kuljit, is it a betrothed? When is someone betrothed?
Isn't it when you actually marry the person?
Is it when you get married? Okay, I guess what is trothed?
Seth.
Because then you'd have
not asking me right now.
Because then it's betrothed.
Oh, good point.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
So it's trothed.
Oh, wait. The person to whom one is engaged. How long have you known you're betrothed?
That's what I thought.
I wish I used this term when I was betrothed.
Well, you can now. For the rest of your life, you can say, well, during the time that I was betrothed to Anthony.
Yes. Enter into a formal agreement to marry.
So, yes. So Kuljit would definitely be her betrothed.
Yes.
Which is very interesting to me that, like, okay, so you're young and it's like, hey, you guys are going to get married. It's an arranged marriage.
Yeah.
Which is not part of our culture.
Right.
I've heard some people who love it.
Right.
And like, it was great.
Yep.
And you know what? We're great partners and we didn't have all this hullabaloo before getting married. And then there's people who hate it, obviously. Right?
Sure. I find it fascinating because you're matched.
Right.
Like, depending on your profile, what your interests sometimes, or it's just like families coming together. But
right.
I'm like, wow, what would that be like to just...
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to say one way or the other.
No.
I know that for Americans, anything that's like close to freedom inhibiting, we just reject wholesale.
Right. It's your right. Sure. Yes.
It's like,
Yeah.
what do you mean I don't get to choose? And I'm making a joke and I'm making light. Obviously, your life partner, that is something that you should be able to choose, right?
Yeah.
You should at least be able to say no.
Right. Yes.
But it is interesting. You know, I've been married 16 years in a few days.
Yes.
And man, marriage is a business decision. It's a love decision. But you gotta be able to work with your partner.
Yep.
You gotta be able, you know, it can't all be just like about how you feel about each other,
Right.
you know? And if
Right.
it is, you know, a few years down the road, you're gonna be like, oh, all we have are feelings. And it turns out life is very long and we gotta do stuff together.
Right. And I also think you really have to like your partner.
Mm-hmm.
You'll love them, but loving is so different than liking.
Yes, yes. So the idea that like matchmakers or people just kind of come along like, yeah, this will work well. Beyond just you will feel things for each other. It's very interesting to me.
Yeah, same.
Obviously, you know, I did not experience it.
Right.
I also imagine, you know, marrying a stranger would be absolutely horrifying. Which brings me back to the point that I was going to make was your kids, hey, you two are going to marry each other. Okay. Aren't you like at least pen pals?
Well, right, but if that's not how it operates, then no.
Because like I would be like, oh, okay, you know, I'm 12, 13 now. Maybe I should start writing my future wife.
Well, isn't it Raj who says we can't go against our parents? They raised us and know what's best.
Yes.
And so you just trust your parents. And culturally, they know what's best for me. So
Well, I guess not to like be writing them letters to be like, ooh, are we going to do this or not? Just to be like, oh, my favorite color is purple. Do you like
right.
purple?
Do you like going to the movies?
Yeah. Hey, what's your middle name? Like things I feel like but I'm an anxious person. So
Oh, same. I mean,
maybe if you're cool as a cucumber, you're just like, I'm going to show up. I'm going to just do a dance, put a ring on. Uh-oh, she got a bandage on her on her hand. Got to put it on the other hand.
I mean, imagine writing to your future partner, right?
Yeah.
And they don't write you back, or they write back in like 2-word answers. That would drive me nuts.
Right.
Like you need to communicate with me.
Well, you get that out of the way now.
But then you have no choice if it's predetermined.
Look, just because you're getting married doesn't mean that you can still do a little work.
How exhausting.
Anyway, Kuljit sucks. Yeah. I don't really have a lot of notes on him.
He's supposed to suck, though, you know?
He's supposed to suck. And, like, I didn't really think that he was, like, a villain. I was just like, oh, this guy likes to hunt. Okay, whatever. Until Raj's dad is like, hey, man, don't marry her. Come on, come back to London and I'll introduce you to some firecrackers. And then he pulls the Glenn Gulia where he's like...
Bingo.
From The Wedding Singer.
That's right.
Where he's like, hey, it's okay. I'll just get married and then we can meet the firecrackers. And my whole, like, my heart, my stomach, my face, my soul just like sank. And I was like, oh my God. I don't just like not like this guy, but he's actually a bad guy.
Yeah, he sucks.
And I thought, again, it's interesting with what the movie's showing here, where it's like, hey, look, just because he's an Indian doesn't mean that he's going to, honor this woman.
Right.
And then, like we already mentioned, he shoots the pigeons. And it's like, okay, now I really want this guy to die.
Mm-hmm.
But he's handsome.
Yeah.
Did you think we were going to meet him and he was going to be like a fuddy-duddy, nerdy loser guy?
No, I have to tell you, like, once I figured out that what I was thinking wasn't happening, this movie's very predictable.
Really?
For me, anyway. I mean, besides the end fight scene.
Well, sure.
But it's very predictable. We know Simran and Raj are going to get together. We knew a hijinks is going to come. Like, We knew Kuljit was going to be a jerk. Like, I don't know. I felt that way.
I thought he was going to be a schlub. Like, I thought it was going to, like,
Really?
the camera would turn and it would be like me, like Indian
No.
me standing there. You know what I mean? And then it was like, I was like, oh, this guy's actually, like, handsome.
Yeah,
And
but
he's handsome in a way that's different from how
yes.
Shah Rukh Khan is handsome.
He couldn't be a fuddy-duddy because you have to make him look like he is like just the total opposite of Raj.
Yeah,
Like the prince, the shining prince or whatever.
right. I didn't find it predictable. I was on the edge of my seat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I saved the best for last. The star of the movie. The best character we've seen this month? Maybe? It's close. It's hard. Dharamveer, Raj's dad, played by Anupam Kher.
From Bend It Like Beckham.
Oh my God, is it?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't recognize him.
Yes.
All right, tell me about your journey with Raj's dad.
I love this guy so much. I love how much he loves Raj.
Yes.
And that he is down to be part of the plan. He's also originally just thinks that his son is getting married and he just wants to meet the parents. Raj's dad's outfits are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have 3 screenshots in my phone of him because I was so obsessed with everything he's doing.
Yeah.
When he first comes in to meet the parents, he's sitting how I sit on a couch.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen a grown man sit like this upon first meeting. He has like both his legs are up and his feet are on the couch. Now, do you sit like this? If you were going to meet,
never in a million years.
just a visual, so Seth knows what we're talking about. He is so comfortable. Then the next scene, he's in his room and he's just sitting with his hat on his chest and he has a foot draped over the armchair. It is so good. And then we fall for one of the aunties. They kind of have like a meet cute. They bump in. She's carrying a tray of flowers and she's eating a carrot, which like obsessed with that choice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he picks up the flowers and you can tell they lock eyes. And then he grabs the carrot and continues to eat her carrot.
Yep.
In his red beret.
Yep.
Are you kidding me? I love this. Everything that's happened. This is like, I want to frame these. I love it so much. Mm-hmm. This should be a thing, maybe like a collection of how people sit in movies or something. I don't know, but this is.
You want a Dharamveer fan cam?
Please, please. I love this guy so much.
He's my favorite part of the movie. He's so funny. When we're introduced to him, Raj has, again, failed so spectacularly that they announce he fails at graduation. They don't just stop him at the door and they're like, hey man, don't come in. So then Raj's dad starts showing him like all these portraits and he's like, your grandfather, never made it past 4th grade, whatever. And then he's like, we all failed in India, but you failed in London. And you kind of still think that he's going to be like, you suck. And then he's like, this is great news. You know why? Because school is for fools. And like, he's not standing on a skateboard at the moment, but it feels like he is. And then like, he'll like do a kick flip and be like, whatever, man, party hard.
Uh-huh.
Like, this is like, I know you haven't seen this movie, but like, Raj's dad is like if Bill and Ted grew up and like had a kid. Like he's insane. And he's like, I came to this country and I made a bunch of money and like hard work is what matters. You don't need an education. Then he has such a touching moment with Raj where he's like, you are going to go and party and you are going to live my youth for me. Because that is what I worked for. I didn't work so that you could work. I have done the work. Now you go and have fun. Which again plays into this message that the movie is conveying that like, hey, it's okay for young people to not struggle. You struggled. If they don't have to, they don't have to.
Yeah, right.
I disagree with that. As a parent, you know how parents are always like, "Oh, I want my kids to have a better life than I did. I want my kids to have a harder life than I did." You know what I mean? They gotta
I
They gotta
don't know what you
learn.
mean. I don't have children, but
They
I want
gotta
my
learn through
cats
the.
to have a better life than I had. So
But you don't want your cats to be brats. You know,
no,
put them to work at the cat mines.
I know. Like when they don't
Need
kill bugs, I get really mad. I'm like, earn your
exactly,
keep.
exactly. Making biscuits all day at
I
the cat
know.
factory.
Oh my God,
Putting on little bow ties.
get me started.
They got to be part of the. Anyway. It's one like I almost teared up when he was telling him to go party hard.
Yeah, but he very much believes in love as well.
Yes, yeah.
I love this guy.
So he comes to India, and it's a little bit of a miscommunication, misunderstanding. So then it's almost like we have to explain the whole plot again, which is nice because it's like a refresher as to like who is who and what's happening. Because he's kind of like, wait, who? What now? Why don't you want to marry this girl? She seems nice. And then another moment that brings a tear to the eye and just shows you like this guy's heart is just the greatest thing ever is when he sees Simran. It's like the whole, and he's like, oh my God, you must be Simran. And it's like everything comes clear to him. It's wonderful. It's so good. This ant and the flowers. It's romantic.
It's so hot. And like, this is what I'm shipping. Can
Oh,
we
yeah.
have a sidebar? Make this movie an extra hour and let's go watch that.
I agree.
Oh,
We were just
man.
talking about how we wouldn't really like cut stuff from this.
We're adding.
I needed more. Like you said, I would take another hour, and I would have had Raj and his dad come together, have them arrive in India at the same time, have him meet this aunt earlier, and then we see these two guys now, falling in love and trying to make it all work. And when he was like, "Oh, are you not fasting?" She's like, "Oh, I'm not married." And he's like, "That's great news." I was like, "Oh my God.
Get it.
This is like the most romantic thing I've ever." And then like he's like giving her back the flowers like one at a time. And I read something that was saying how PDA is not always widely depicted or accepted like in popular Indian movies. And so what they'll do is they'll have characters be able to touch each other in like interesting ways. And her eating the carrot and then him eating the carrot gives the idea of like their mouths just interacting but without kissing, right? And so it's like kind of more romantic.
It's
when you're not
romantic.
able to show all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was watching, I was like, this is like you getting flustered watching these two old people.
I am here for it.
Pick up flowers.
And eating a carrot. Oh my gosh.
When she walks away and he's like still eating that carrot, I'm like, excuse me, Veer. Excuse me. But you know what? Okay. Then, as if that scene wasn't cool enough, as we mentioned, at the end, Raj and Kuljit get into a fight, but Kuljit sucks. And so he has brought like 6 guys with poles and a gun.
Yeah.
And they just beat the crap out of Raj. And then Raj's dad jumps into the fight. Did you scream?
Yes. I was so mad at this. But also, the punching and the kicking did not line up. Like the sound effects. So then I was just like, I'm mad, but also I'm weirdly laughing. Like, can't take it seriously. But also, I can't believe we went this dark. What is happening?
It gets so dark. So dark at the end.
So dark. Yeah.
But, I mean, it's the most amazing. Him jumping into the fight, I was like, you're the best. You're the best thing that I've ever seen.
Is he the best dad now?
Well, that's my final note is we have on this show, we've talked about many bad dads, good dads. We've always said that Robin Harris from House Party is our favorite dad. I would say that it's at least neck and neck.
I think this one takes it for me.
He might
Not
take the
that
top
Robin
spot.
Harris is very far below. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
these are the
right.
top two, but
Right.
I don't know. Something about that carrot. You know what I'm saying?
We should put up a poll, but nobody will vote because
Nobody's
no one
gonna
has seen
vote.
this movie, and not a lot of people have seen House Party either. So that's all right. You and I can vote in it.
Yeah.
It's a tie.
Yeah.
So then Raj and his dad get on the train, and Simran is like, she's being held back by her dad, and the train is going, and it's like, this train is really going to leave. And then it's like, whoa, this train actually is leaving. And then it's like, whoa, the train is like taking off. And then he finally lets her go.
This bothered me so much.
Walk me through it.
It bothered me because, okay, in my notes, in all caps, I wrote, now she has to chase the train? Are you serious? I mean, before that, we get the father finally lets go. No one will love you more. Go live your life. That's all great. But now she has to run. So I'm just stressed out of the logistics of like, I'm picturing if I had to jump onto it, I would never make it. I would never make it. If someone was putting out their hand, there's no way this would happen. But then it ends on a thumbs up.
Oh my God. A double thumbs up.
What is that? It ends on a...
No disrespect
to
this film.
No, I'm not.
But we end on a thumbs up and then a thumbs up in return. Maybe a thumbs up means something different. You know what I mean? But like, a salute, a wave, a peace sign, a blowing of a kiss,
a
wave,
or maybe just a look,
a nod. I think in America they would have, lowered the brow while looking, give a nod. Ending this on a thumbs up was so delightful and confusing, and I was like, okay, all right, I'm just throwing my hands up in the air.
Yeah.
And then they get onto the train, and again, Raj's dad leans over and he sings the song that the movie derives its title from.
I know. I was like, can the auntie jump on the train?
I know. Well, I was hoping that like she would kind of peek her head around the corner. It would be like, oh yeah. Or, and this is what I would have done, the moment that the dad lets go of the arm, you jump off of that train. Right?
Yes. But instead, she needs to work for it more.
But you know what, though? This gives her something to do, and this gives her a hero moment.
It doesn't give her a hero moment?
I think so. Running a train down? I think so. That's cool, man.
I don't know. I just look at that as like, oh, are you kidding me?
Look, you got to work. You got to work for your love.
Yeah.
Raj just got murdered, okay? Raj was just assaulted by a gain with stakes. It's a miracle that he is walking.
I know.
So,
I have a question for you before we move on.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but I was curious, did you ever flourish a story about an experience with a girl to a guy friend? Because Raj does this at one point. We see that Raj telling his side of the story of meeting Simran and then Simran telling her side.
Oh, yes.
And he's like, oh, she liked me, blah, blah, blah. It's, the typical as a guy would. I was curious, did you ever do this?
I don't know. Again, I'm always anxious. So I would be the one to walk away from a situation being like, oh my God, I don't know what, I shouldn't have said that.
But you would say that to your friend?
Yeah.
Okay. I figured.
I mean, my best friend, my best friend. Right. We weren't sitting around being like, ho, 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 we're cool, girls suck. We were sitting around like, how do we change our whole lives and personalities so that girls will like us? You know?
Yes.
Like, we always had jobs growing up. We were not sitting around thinking that we were some kind of catch, you
Right.
know?
Totally.
We knew that we were
Right.
going to have to put forth effort
Right.
into, you know.
You're not
So,
flourishing anything.
I don't think so. No. Not any more so than I do with anything in my life, where if I'm telling the story, I'm going to make it a story.
Sure.
So this movie was made for $520,000 over the course of a year.
Wow.
I guess they would do like block shooting. So they didn't shoot it for a year, but it was like over the course of a year. Went on to make 17 million. Now the box office for this is like kind of impossible to tell.
Sure.
Because it's just played forever. But this was like the second highest grossing movie of the 90s. Wow. And the highest grossing movie of that year. The highest grossing movie of the 90s was also about a wedding. This currently has a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I should point out that's only from 6 reviews. Much like the last movie, this also doesn't have a Metacritic page.
Interesting.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, more people need to watch these movies.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
I am happy to help lead the charge in being like, hey, you know how movies suck? Well, hey, what if there was a country where you could pick and choose, 20 that were the best thing that you've ever seen?
Right. Right.
It says a 4.0 on Letterboxd. Ebert did not review this movie, but I'm going to link an article that he wrote about Indian cinema in general, which brought a tear to my eye. So I highly recommend reading it. It's pretty great. All right, let's get into our happies and crappies.
It's time for happies and crappies. Happies and crappies. It's time for happies and crappies. Happies and crappies. It's time for happies.
Okay, my happy is the rooftop dance scene. I think it's great. I think it looks awesome. Kind of piggybacking with that is the fasting day. The cinematography in that is incredible. It looks great. I mean, this movie opens with Simran's dad thinking back to India, and like all of the women just pop up in the field with their colorful saris, and it's like,
yeah, it's really,
so jarring going from the streets of London to that. This movie looks awesome. And then my crappy is not enough of Raj's dad. He should have been in this.
Oh gosh.
You know what? And I would even go another step further. Raj and his dad should have been taking the trip through Europe. Get rid of these two bums.
Yeah. Yeah. My happy is Raj's dad and the way he sat and just the choices he made. I'm going to say that, like the choices that character made. My crappy is, I get that it's necessary for the story, but really Raj tricking Simran into thinking they slept together and all to be like, I would never. I just didn't like it. Bothered me.
It's bad. Bad
It's
guy.
bad. Yeah.
Yep. So we asked some friends online what they thought. Aiden Kedzierski at Aiden Keds.
Hey, Aiden.
Hey, I just did an episode with Aiden, actually, on Wes Anderson's latest film, The Phoenician Scheme.
Very cool.
Yeah. All right. Aiden says, DDLJ made me cry because love is real. And it's running to someone's open arms in a field of yellow flowers. Isn't that nice?
Very nice.
Rimsha at Indian Maharaja.
Hello.
Now, we didn't get a lot of responses from people, but we did get this one from Rimsha, which is longer. So that makes up for it. So thank you, Rimsha.
Thank you.
Okay. She says, oh, here goes why it is my Letterboxd top 4. This might be a thread, so bear with me. Okay, personal lore with the film. My mother's Mendi, which is a bridal shower where the bride gets henna tattoo done on her, is basically part of the lawn Indian wedding ceremonies. She needed a dress. Now, my parents got married on Christmas Day 1994, so way before this film released. Normally, a Mendi dress wear yellow or mustard, but my grandma knew through some people who knew other people that the costume designer was going to use green in this movie. My mom wore green, which was unheard of until the film was released with the now iconic dress for DDLJ. And then she posted a photo. Yeah, she posted a photo of her mom at her Mendi and then Simran in the film.
Oh my gosh.
So I'll send that to you.
Please send that to me.
Continuation of the personal lore. Now, I was born, and my grandmother decided to hire out the entire cinema for this film so the family can watch it.
Get out of here. Oh
I guess my first film was at 2 days old. I guess there was no objection since it was grandma's screening.
Wow. Wow.
2. Fun fact about the film. My favorite fact was the script was originally written for Tom Cruise. Yes, you have read this correctly. As the director wanted an American Indian romance, but his father said no. 3. Final thoughts. It truly has everything in this film romance. Comedy, action, and drama, which can sum up Bollywood. While everyone wants a romance like the Before trilogy, I want mine like DDLJ. Thanks for taking the time to read this, guys.
Wow, thank you for sharing. That's
Isn't that great?
So great.
Hey, by the way, all month long, I've been linking to a letterbox list that Rimsha shared with us of movies from India that are based on American films. So if you go to the description in the show notes, you can check that out and see if any of them are streaming. And you know what? Hop on in, man.
I know. I do want to watch that Back to the Future one. I will do that this month. I'll report back.
So there's some people that we do know. Now we go to a segment of the show where we hear from people we don't know. It's called Half Star, 3-Star, 5-Star. Half Star, 3-Star, 5-Star. All right, these are reviews from letterboxd.com, which is an app and a website where you can log, rate, and review films. We start with a half-star review, which is the lowest rating that you can give a film. And we go all the way up to a 5-star review, which is the highest rating that you can give a film. And on this show, I read the half-star review in a funny voice or an accent. Do you have any requests?
What do you feel like doing?
Well, we are talking about a wedding. And I did recently do a voice from Father of the Bride. Frank.
Is Frank going to read our half-star review?
I could try.
Frank has entered the group chat.
I'll try. Okay. This is my version of Frank, played by Martin Short, in Father of the Bride and Father of the Bride Part 2, reading a half-star review for Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge. Oh, wow. What a disappointment. Even without the hype, I would still hate this film. This must be SRK's most obnoxious character ever. Zero emotional maturity. He yells inside churches, humiliates the heroine over and over, lies to her family, etc. Even his first love confession is just a joke to him. Nothing about his constant harassment is funny, though. I really did not expect to have such strong feelings of hate towards this movie. I mean, this is the classic. Suddenly, you're really concerned about what most people find romantic because this ain't it. The most satisfying moment was SRK getting a beating from the poor father. Is there an alternate ending where Simran comes to her senses and jumps off the train? My half star goes to the mandolin theme. It's beautiful, and I never got tired of hearing it.
Thank you, Frank.
Yes. If I had thought about that being such a long review, maybe I would have picked an easier voice, but
yeah, sorry about that.
All I can say is this person watched this movie and hated every part of it. I don't really have a rebuttal to this. Everything that this person says is what's in the film.
It's interesting. When I was pulling these, there were not a lot of half-star reviews.
Mm-hmm.
So, this one was like the most
Coherent.
Yes, and like just had stuff to it. But
Right.
hey, they like the mandolin theme. So
That's funny because I actually was like, all right,
you're
this is
over
getting a
it.
little old. Yeah.
Uh,
All right. 3-star review says, was a bit too dramatic at points, but I liked the Europe segment and the soundtrack is iconic. Mainly not a fan of the ending, unnecessary violence, and the switch up from her dad didn't really make sense.
huh. So
I thought yeah.
No, do you think if the switch up from the dad, if that didn't happen, they would have liked this better?
Right. It ends with Raj just going off in a train and her standing there being like, well, I guess I'll marry Kuljit now.
Right.
I think there's just not enough time given to it.
Yeah.
Like there's so much time given to everything else that like to have this huge showdown and
Right.
yeah.
So there's actually 2 5-star reviews because the last one, I read it in such a voice that made me laugh.
Okay.
And also, just ending a review on yippee makes me laugh.
So will you read that one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. First 5-star review says, it is so refreshing to see a movie be silly, dramatic, and full of heart, all the while taking itself 100% seriously. It doesn't betray itself at any second of its 3-hour runtime. Every scene and song has a point that drives this beautiful story forward with a bunch of exclamation points.
Yes. I agree with this one. And
I do too, yeah.
Yeah. I love
I
the
do
passion
too.
behind it.
I think it takes all of the characters very seriously. We give time
Yes.
to the mom, we give time to the sister,
Yeah, I love her.
we give
She's
time
great.
to the in-laws.
Yep.
Raj's dad, he's a character and he's silly, but we give time to him. We understand everyone and I think respect everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. I pulled a second 5-star review, which we never do, but this one just made me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, 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 wow. I mean, seriously, a perfect movie. When a man shows restraint, wow, 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 wow. Huge day for women who are rude and awful. Yippee!
Okay, I think maybe this person is being sarcastic with their rating.
Right.
Huge day for women who are rude and
Like,
awful.
this is sarcastic, right? But also the yippee.
Who was rude and awful? What woman?
But this is such a ridiculous 5-star review.
I agree. When a man shows restraint.
Wow, wow, wow,
Sure.
wow.
All right, so we rate a movie as a schmovie, a movie, or a film. We rate it 1 through 5 stars and give our final thoughts and recommendations. We both guessed right last week, so why don't you go first?
Okay.
I wrote for you for DDLJ, 3.5-star movie.
Very good.
Did I get it right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Wow.
I thought I was maybe going a little low, but...
And you're
Okay.
right on that because that's how I still feel.
You're conflicted.
I'm conflicted. This is like very much between like a 3.5, 4-star movie for me. I very much enjoyed it and I appreciate it and I loved learning about it. And I am going to recommend it. But like, again, I'm recommending these movies and it's like throwing,
Right.
it's hot air, It's just
Right.
hot air. For you, I wrote down 4-star movie.
Also very good. That's correct.
Maybe
we're on a pickle roll.
September should just be India Part 2.
Oh my gosh. I would feel so inadequate to like just straight up run an Indian cinema podcast.
I know. Right. You would need a different host, I think.
Well, I think we would need a revolving door of guests for sure.
I see what you're saying. I'm in my head. I'm like, no, Seth goes off and does this with someone who's very much who knows Indian cinema.
But yeah, I would love to continue talking about Indian movies for sure. But yes, 4-star movie. I think that this is great. I think that it's spicy, man. Like, it's not just sappy. There's stuff in here that really makes you feel conflicted and really makes you stop and think.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to keep your thinking cap on while watching this movie.
Yeah.
So, for romance, sometimes in a romance movie, we want to like feel a lot. We want to feel good and we want to feel sad and we want to cry and we want to laugh and we want to come away like feeling like love is real, right? Like Aiden said. And I do feel that, but I also have to stop and be like, why am I not harder on her dad?
You are, though.
Why?
Why am I not harder on her dad?
I am. Yeah, but like I just think there's a lot to think about. And I think that that's kind of what propels this into a higher rating for me is like I can see this where it's just antics and funny and goofy, but the frustrations and the stakes are what makes it special to me.
Yeah.
And the music and the colors and it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And I really appreciated watching this one. I'm glad, very glad that I did. All right, does this movie pass the Seth Shell test? The Seth Shell test is our spin on the Bechdel test. We require that a movie must contain something tangible that is impressive, whether choreography, production design, or a practical effect, and it must have a runtime that is justified by its content. In other words, no CGI or AI or nonsense, all right? Show us something that was made by your human hands, gosh darn it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For me, this is a yes and a yes, but like light yes on the runtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying with that. This is also a yes and yes for me. Like, I think this is like absolutely gorgeous. And what we talked about in the rooftop dance scene, like that all was so good. It was so good. And
It's like a West Side Story.
it is. Yeah,
when they're facing off.
it really is. Yeah. And again, like I said it was long, but then I thought of it like, well, if this was like a 3-part series, like an episode was an hour long, I'm gonna watch it all in one sitting probably. So, and I even thought, I'm like, where would I cut this into episodes? You know? So yeah, the runtime's good.
Hey, if you would sit down and listen to all of us in one sitting, don't do that, please.
Yeah, don't do that.
We'd love it if you give us a rating and review wherever you're listening. If you're on Spotify, you can go right to the episode and leave us a comment. It can be an emoji. It can be a good job. It can be
Give us a thumbs up.
Oh my God, please put some thumbs up in this episode. I would cry, I think. You can also send us an email, moviefriendspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what you thought about DDLJ, Indian cinema, Shah Rukh Khan, Kajol, anything. You can also support the show, patreon.com/moviefriendspodcast. $5 a month gets you access to all of our additional episodes. And hey, you know what? We filmed something this week that if you check out our Patreon sometime soon, you might see on there. Interesting. That's fun. And hey, look, you get to vote on episodes that are coming out. You get to vote on monthly themes that are coming out, much like next week's episode and next month's theme.
Wow.
When this episode comes out, it's too late to cast your vote for next week's episode, but it is not too late to vote for next month's theme. Okay, next week, we are going to be talking about Kill from 2023, directed by Nikhil Nagesh Bhatt. I don't know anything about this movie. I have heard of it.
Yes.
But I have not seen it. This is currently streaming on Hulu and is 105 minutes. So it is by far the shortest movie that we have done this month.
Yes. And I know a little bit about this movie. So
you're going to be more you're more in the know than me.
That's what happens when you like sit by accident with movie people and you just like absorb some information.
Sure.
And you're like, sometimes it sticks and then you regurgitate it out. But then you have no actual leg to stand on when you regurgitate it back out because it stops there.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, hey, thanks, Michelle.
Thank you, Seth.
This will be, you know what? This is one of my favorite months too, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, and thank you very much for listening. And remember, folks, in big countries, such small things keep happening. Till next week when we're talking about Kill, thank you for listening. Have a good one.
Movie Friends is produced by Seth Vargas and Michelle Rubenstein. Theme music by Jean-Marie Vargas. Visit us at our website, moviefriendspodcast.com, and please subscribe and rate our show wherever you are listening. You can support Movie Friends at patreon.com/moviefriendspodcast. Thanks for listening.